Well, hello everybody. It's Tuesday, August 18th, going into the Tokyo session. It is approximately 7 after 7 in the morning Tokyo time, so still got a couple hours before the open. Just wanted to make a real quick video rather than typing it out. Feeling a little lazy today, and just go over a couple things I see forming going into Tokyo. Right now we got the dollar yen. Starting to find a consolidation area just above 94.44. You can see this area is also along the monthly pivot, and it was trading in a range, and it tightened up, made a little break through New York, but has come back and found support again along 94.44. Only thing I'd look for on this is maybe another possible break below 94.44. And then watch the big bottom of each of these, the lows of each hourly candle here. Make sure it continues past. This is a trade I will not take. I haven't been trading the dollar yen lately just because it hasn't been moving very well. It did, yesterday, or excuse me, on Friday. But it really hasn't been getting a big kick that I'd like to see out of it. So if I can't, guarantee myself a 20 to 40 pip move, usually I won't bother just because it doesn't fit into my risk reward plan, or at least my risk reward ratio. Anyway, so but anyway, that's something to look forward to for those of you who do like to trade the dollar yen. Like I said, I'd look for maybe 15, maybe 20 pips out of it, but that's the most I'd look at on that. So anyway, following up with the yen. Oops, excuse me, clicked the wrong tab. Looking at the pound yen here. It is starting to. It found support along here toward the end of New York. Besides this little spike here. Probably some kind of news event or anything. I wasn't following it, but you can see it's settling into a range here, and usually it's a 50 to 60 pip range that I like to see it in. Sometimes leading up to London, it can go as far as an 80 pip range, but I like to see it stay below 60. This move could continue down on a break of 54. I'd watch for some support at this 53.50, and me, I like to take partial profit when I get 50 pips, or sometimes I'll close out altogether. So that's just something to watch. Watch for a break of that 54, or for a break up, go ahead and watch for a break above 54.60, and then the next resistance level at 55. I will also post the charts, the chart layout onto the blog, so you guys have the charts to follow. Looking at the cable now, it's starting to find a tight little range within. Got a bottom here at around 63.28 and a top of 53.50. It is starting to squeeze in here, but this looks like it might break back down. 6,300 didn't really show much resistance or support on the breakdown. Didn't show a lot of resistance on the way up, but these candles did settle here, so you might find some support at 63. But I'd watch for a range break. Again, those of you who like to play the breaks with me, 63.50 or 6,300 going into Tokyo. But just be careful of this move, a break below 63. We're also looking at a bottom right here. We got a low of 62.71 or 62.72. So watch for some support there also if it does break down. Like I said, if it does continue to squeeze in this area, it would be nice. So just whatever range it trades in over the next couple hours going into Tokyo, could look for a breakout of that. But if it does break down, watch for support at 63, and again down here at what was that, 62.70 something. Okay, we'll just watch it when it meets these lows down here if it does continue down. On our way back up, I got 64. and then 64.35 as the resistance levels on a break up. Let's see, another one I wanted to look at here, which is usually, well, of course, because it's Tokyo, is another one that can move decently in the Tokyo and Asian session, is the Euro Yen here. It's kind of straddling 6,300. I'd rather see a break above the 33.26. But like I said, it's straddling 133 right now. But is finding some support along this monthly pivot area right around 32.90. So keep an eye on that. You can see it did come down and touch 62.50 in that spike in New York, whatever that was, and then bounced right back up and form these doji candles and then continue to slight break upwards. But it's just straddling that 63. So if it breaks out of this little range here, or if it continues to range for the next hour or two going into Tokyo, watch for a break there. But keep your eyes on the resistance on the way up and the support at 132.50 on the way down. Last one we'll take a look at was one that I haven't been trading either lately, just because it hasn't been making the moves that I like, is we got the Euro starting to range above 40.71. It is finding some support there. So you could watch for a breakdown. I do like a breakdown on this. But then again, you're not going to get very much movement. It's only going to move about 30 pips and find support along the bottom of these wicks here. But then if it does continue down, watch for the next support at 140, the round number 140. Okay, and then, if this does make a break up, I'd watch the price action above this, but if it carries through and breaks 41, you could enter a buy here. But then again, you got some close resistance, so you're only got about a 20 pip move there before you hit resistance again. So keep an eye on that resistance level, and if it breaks through, hopefully it can carry up to 140, 151. Okay, guys, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to cut this short, get it posted right away, so you have it going into Tokyo and live trade room tonight, guys. I might be a little late, but it will be open, and we'll see you then. Okay, take care.